anybody know about him? All right, he's wending his way here. Yes,
I
he's
saw
wending his way.
him walking that way. I know.
Oh, yeah, we still have 5 minutes according to the real clock, so, yeah, it's a thought. It's a thought. Yeah, she's over there.
She's the wrong to press.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna hand out these. This is our new bookmark for the Library Foundation. You got yours. They're going out in our annual deal, but we're so happy about them. We're also passing them out with new library cards. And what we're doing is last winter, we passed out a sticker and we beat it came into just this tiny little freebie. And, you know, we thought we were gonna do 15,000 and we did 20. So we're doing a bookmark this year and, you know, and we've also built our, email donor pool, some since then, so we'll see what happens. Aren't they nice? Printed at, Waterford, printed down in Exmoor. They do a really good job.
Yeah.
And the artist is,
Like the stocks.
yeah, the artist is a guy in Baltimore, who has a company that sells stickers and tote bags and stuff. And I found it on Etsy and he had a sticker that said, you know, let's go to the library, and it had little books on it, and I thought, I'm gonna adapt that. So our first one was, I called him up and I said, if I send you our colors, can you adapt this? So we did one last year, and then this year we have stickers, but we've got bookmarks, and that's what's going out in the appeal letter. And the appeal letter, you know, normally you get 2-3%, we had 12% donation off it. That's really good. So, yeah.
We spent a ton of time at the library. Both of them love to read.
Yeah, well, the Friends always need volunteers, and we're actually looking for new board members for the foundation. You recruiting? I am recruiting. I am recruiting in the minutes I have left.
Hatch stuff.
Yeah, here, I'll give you guys 3 of them. I'll pass out the rest to the audience and they can fight among them. So, yeah, I'm the president of the Library Foundation, and so, you know, we've started, this is a freebie that's gonna go out in our annual appeal this year.
Oh,
It's a
nice.
bookmark.
Oh, thanks. Oh,
Isn't it nice?
We're just there today.
Yeah. Yay, okay. Would you like one? All right, I've only got a few to hand out. You guys get one to share.
There you
Get one. Would you like one?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Although it is attractive, I see.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
And then we have
Very nice.
information and a QR code on the back, so hopefully we'll get more. Here, I've got it.
Thank
Oh,
you.
here you go. Here's a present. So,
Door prize.
it's your door prize for showing up, yeah.
Joe.
Yes.
Oh.
Voice anywhere.
Yeah, it's the best artist is really good. Okay, it's time. Let me, push, and I'll push this. I don't need it so close. So, I'm going to call to order, the August meeting of the Onancock Planning Commission. And let's begin by taking attendance.
Commissioner Adler,
Present.
Commissioner Holdren,
Present.
Commissioner Labadie, Commissioner McGowan, Commissioner Temple,
Present.
Commissioner Whitesell,
Present.
and Chairperson Vera.
Present. Yeah, we've got a quorum. Okay.
He messaged me today.
Who did?
Jim did.
Oh, Jim did. Like I said, when I talked to him before he left, he said he wasn't sure he was going to be able to go somewhere where he could get a signal. So, okay, so I'd like a motion to approve the minutes.
I move we approve the minutes from July
July.
7th meeting.
Second.
Any discussion or revisions on these minutes? Good minutes, Deb. Thank you very much. Yeah, yeah. If there's no,
Yeah, and not only that, but there were no corrections of punctuation or anything like that. So there you go. Okay, may I have a vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so the minutes are from the July meeting are approved. I'm really excited to be able to have participation from Onancock Main Street today. This is part of a process we're going through in the Planning Commission where we're bringing guests in every month when there's all of us, just stepping back a second. Some of you may be aware of the challenges of FOIA, but if there's more than two of us together, it becomes an official meeting. So it's easier to have a conversation when we want more people to attend, to just go ahead and put it in our meeting. And last time, so this is as part of our monthly process where we're moving towards writing the new comprehensive plan for the town. And this is the beginning of a process of collecting input. Next month, I haven't spoken to them, but I believe we'll have EDA. I'm not sure yet. But in October, what I hope to do is have a gathering of cultural organizations, but bring them in together as a group. So it would be North Street Playhouse, the Blacksmith Shop, Shore History, Friends of Onancock School, and I'm missing somebody. I had 5. But anyway, there's 5 of them who will, the church up here.
Cokesbury.
Yeah, Cokesbury. So there's 5 of them that we're going to try to bring in and talk to them about what their circumstances are, apart from the fact that they always need money. Everybody needs money. But how they see themselves fitting into a comprehensive plan and thinking about the future of the town. So the first ones were OBCA. It was extremely enlightening. I learned a lot, and I'm anticipating something comparable this evening. So thank you guys very much for coming. Would you introduce yourselves? Yes. Pardon? Oh, hi, Jim. He's here. Can you hear us okay?
He's muted.
Jim, you're muted.
There you go.
How's that?
Yeah.
I had to change my settings to use cellular data for Zoom, so sorry. I'm here.
Okay,
So you can include this all.
good. We're glad you're with us, and we hope you're having a nice vacation, and we hope we haven't ruined it. So-
Not yet.
Not yet. So, okay. So anyway, last time I found the OBCA conversation quite enlightening, and I'm anticipating learning a lot from you all too. Could you please go ahead and introduce yourselves for the record?
I'm Lisa Figge. I'm the president of the Onancock Main Street Organization.
I'm Cindy Mackey, and I chair the Economic Vitality Committee.
I'm Michael Hartman, and I think I'm the newest board member of the Onancock Main Street Committee
And the design committee
and the design committee.
chair. He's vital.
Introduce ourselves also?
Yeah, would you like us to?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure, why not?
You want us to introduce ourselves?
Yes,
Okay.
I think that's a great idea.
I'm Cindy Holdren. I'm also on the Main Street Board, and I'm in charge of the mural subcommittee of Michael's design committee.
I'm Jeff Adler, also on the board, and I am on the Economic Vitality Committee.
And fundraising.
Oh, and fundraising. Sorry.
And I forgot I chair, and I'm the sole member of the organization committee.
No, you're not. I'm also on. Well, thank you all for having us this evening.
Let's see, we'll get the rest of them. Do you want to
Oh.
introduce yourself? No, we were actually, did we want to I thought we were introducing everybody so everybody knew everybody, or not?
We're part of Main Street.
Yes.
So that's what that introduction.
Okay, so we've all been, well, that's all right. You know who we are, right? Okay, boo. So, okay, well, let's go ahead and start our conversation. And the first thing is I asked on the questions that you tell us a little bit about the history of the organization and give us a chance to see how its purpose has evolved over time and how that might have happened.
Okay. Since 2020, Onancock Main Street, excuse me, has been affiliated with the Virginia Main Street, a preservation-based economic and community development program that follows the Main Street approach by the National Main Street Center. We must follow their criteria, which can be quite rigorous to maintain our accreditation. This gives us access to services and grants that only accredited organizations can receive. Our purpose, to preserve and revitalize Onancock through economic development and tourism, has not changed, but we have evolved with the changing market with more board members, new businesses, and more sophisticated campaigns, such as the Onancock Main Street Open for Business and social media campaigns. We rely on volunteers, a working board who contributes 1,600 plus hours annually. We have one part-time program manager. Overwhelmingly, the majority of grants we bring in do not support any of our operational needs. Our successes include: we led the town's rebranding efforts with assistance from the town and local business owners using grant funds specific to the Main Street program. Secured and managed financial feasibility studies for the Lilliston Building, 20 Market Street, and the Wise Drugstore Building. We wrote the industrial revitalization grant for the town to submit to secure the $1 million loan for the Lilliston Building. Through Virginia Main Street's Downtown Investment Grant, OMS has been able to create 3 murals in the downtown district. This year, we will install 2 more murals in the entry corridor and 1 mosaic on the new public restroom buildings at 38 Market Street, where we are also located. Through several Virginia Tourism Corporation grants, we've been able to run several social media campaigns, generate and distribute rack cards to various welcome centers throughout Virginia, place advertisements in various publications, and market our Valentine's Week in Onancock. Onancock is for lovers. Through radio, print, and social media advertising. Through Virginia Main Street Services, Onancock Main Street also has access to free architectural design renderings. We were able to acquire renderings of Town Hall, the Wise Drugstore Building, Blarney Stone Pub, and the Lilliston Building, as well as 38 Market Street. We also built and maintain the tourist website for Onancock, which is experienceonancock.com.
Okay, well, now I'm taking a lot of notes, and you'll see me doing that throughout because that's the only way I remember anything. It has to go through my eyes into my hand. So why do you think these activities have been so successful? There seems to have been a lot of success.
I think it's the volunteers.
You think it's the
of the
volunteers?
program, yes.
That's also the story at OBCA. So you're saying 1,600 hours, about 1,600
Oh, yeah.
hours?
We are definitely a working board.
Yeah, I know all about that. So one of the things that struck me immediately had to do with organized collaboration. Because actually when you wrote the Lilliston grant, the Lilliston Building grant, the ODA did not exist yet. Am I correct?
Correct.
That's correct. Yeah, did not exist yet. And so you went ahead and did that as an initiative. And what prompted that, if it was not coming from, the town council or any place like that?
So I was not on the board when all of this went down, but I do know that Janet Foskey, our previous board president, had became aware of some grant funds for this revolving loan fund project with the industrial revitalization grant dollars. And so Main Street had written the grant to do the financial feasibility study on the building, and she was aware of a potential private investor who might be interested in coming in and doing something with the building. So she was largely instrumental in getting that project moving.
Could I add something, Lisa?
Yes, please.
My time on the board predates Lisa's.
Yeah.
I believe that there were also marketing studies
Yes.
done.
Yes.
We've completed, I believe, 2, and I think 1 had been completed at that point, as well as a financial study, I think, prior to the application for the grant funding that really documented the needs, as well as expanded the input from the few people that actually are on Main Street to I think it was maybe over 400 on the first one, 300 or 400 on the first survey,
Mhm.
contributed to that information about what the town needed.
Would it be possible for us to have, you can send them digitally, the copies of your surveys about what people think the town needs?
Yeah.
That'd be really helpful because we're trying to get a lot of different kinds of public input and there's another channel that's already been explored.
We just finished the last one in August, so we presented the findings to a community group in September. So these are pretty current and they
Yeah.
helped shaped our strategic plan for the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, okay. Could you talk a little bit about your strategic plan and where you guys think you're going?
Yes, and actually we have brought a copy to share with you all, so that you have it for reference for when you're writing your stuff later.
Great, thank you.
Um,
What was that,
Let
Paul?
me get it digitally.
Yeah, can we get it? Okay.
digital.
It's the old story. You can't
It's also
just
on our
hand out-
website, which is onancockmainstreet.org.
Okay.
But we can.
Yeah, but we can also do that. Okay. So our goals for the 2025 to 2028 are strengthen the economic vitality of downtown Onancock, enhance historic downtown Onancock to become more appealing to visitors, residents, business owners, and investors, ensure the long-term sustainability of the Onancock Main Street organization. Those are our goals. And then, of course, we
Yeah,
go
right, have a
into
lot of
some of the
action steps.
tactics and how that will evolve.
Yeah. So what kind of businesses do you think can go into and would go into downtown, the core downtown? I mean, we've got B2, which is, everyday services. And then right now, what we've got is restaurants and, disposable income type things like art galleries, right?
Mhm.
And furniture stores and stuff, what can go into the downtown?
Well, what people would like to see, one, is that the storefronts are filled. So that is what we took as kind of our number one priority. But they ranked them on, and people had a lot of very strong opinions on what they want to see in downtown. One would be an ice cream shop, coffee shops, a brewery, more restaurants, diverse restaurants, ethnic restaurants. They'd like to see some kind of small grocery store,
Mhm.
home goods store, which we have one
One just
now, which is
opened.
really exciting. But also maybe some more shops that cater to the outdoors activities that you can do here, like marine supplies and that type of thing. Women's clothing, men's clothing, children's clothing, bookstore. So it's a good list, but people were pretty much on point for exactly what they thought we want to have. And I think those are the kind of businesses that'll be successful. So as we target new businesses coming into the area, we're going to try and go after those kinds of product lines.
How many vacant stores are there now?
At least 10. We've identified them. We've outlined the owners for each one of these properties, and the Economic Vitality Committee under our Open for Business program is reaching out to all the property owners to see if they'll participate in this program so that we can identify the open spaces and also market them to outside businesses outside of the area.
So tell me more about the program, because is it offering any kind of financial subsidy or financial support to new businesses to help them get started?
Well, at this point, we have not identified that. So part of meeting with each one of the owners is to see, what do you need? What support do you need to help you market your property? And what would be helpful would come in the next phase, which would be the negotiations with potential leaseholders or owners, people who want to buy the property. So those are things that we're not going to be negotiating the deals, because that's not our role. There, in a lot of cases, there are realtors involved, or the property owners will be negotiating. But if there are ways that we could identify any kind of incentives that the town or the county or support that we could provide, we're going to identify that and see what we can do with
Okay.
resources.
Part of what you're doing, are you reaching out to, those sectors, industry groups to, give the information that you have on an Ancock? And I assume that includes average income, demographics,
Yes.
size, proximity, other.
Right. We have all of that information. So we know we have a 30-mile trade area. We know how many people shop here and what kind of revenue that generates each year. So we have all that statistics that we can share with anybody that's looking at property here.
So are you soliciting those? Is what I'm asking.
We will be doing a marketing campaign to let people know we have opportunity available in Onancock. And it'll probably be a social media campaign because the dollars that we have allocated for this portion doesn't include a lot of broad media, but it will include digital media. But we can target as much as possible the audience that we're going to try and reach. But what we found through Main Street, Virginia, is that most of the people that are going to be looking at businesses in Onancock are going to be either within 100 miles of Onancock or recently purchased property here, and they're going to open a business here because they just moved here. We're not really going to be able to bring people in from Washington, D.C., or Richmond unless they're moving here. And the Driftwood and Moss was a perfect example of that. They moved here from Richmond and then opened their store. So we are going to be able to target those people through that ad. If you see the ad, you can click on it. It'll go right to our website, which will have all the available properties with all the statistics behind it and photographs, and then the contact information on who to reach out to.
Are you going to include the ones, there's a bunch of vacant businesses just past the Stop and Shop or the
Yes.
Stop Mart. Are you going to include those as well in your list?
This is our phase one, and we've received funding. We've received funding from the town to do this program, and we've received funding through Virginia Main Street. So we are going to start with our downtown corridor because that's our mission. And then with success, I would think that we would all want to expand if we can do that.
Yeah, because
with
you've
the
got the
resources.
secondary downtown, there's quite a few vacancies there.
Yeah, I know.
Including a new building that mostly sits vacant at this point.
And just as part of that strategy of reaching out, on September 15th, we're having a workshop. We're bringing Jenny Crittenden here from Retail Alliance, and she has done work with Main Street before. And what she will be presenting is the state of retail in the state of Virginia. And this will be a great opportunity for a lot of people to know what's going on with retail. She's also going to talk about how to improve your storefronts, new kinds of facades that are attracting visitors and customers, and then have some examples of that type of thing. So in order to reach out on our 100-mile radius, we're inviting business owners, the Chincoteague Chamber of Commerce, the Cape Charles Main Street Organization, OBCA, of course, all of our businesses, Exmoor, Parksley. And so we're really going to let people know, hey, here's some education about how to bring business to your property, how to make it look better. And then, oh, by the way, we've got some nice properties here if you're thinking about doing a second location. Like Ameren was a great example of that. They have a business, well, kind of.
They've disappeared.
I know, but they had a location, they had 2 other locations, but it was perfect because it was in Chincoteague.
I know, I just walked by there and went, wait, the signs are completely gone.
No, I know.
Yeah. And there's another sign there for another coffee shop. I forget what it's
I
called.
think it's Brackish Bean, yeah.
Brackish Bean,
Yeah.
right, which actually doesn't sound very appealing. I better think about that. But at any rate,
We held a meet and greet for the business owners in town a few weeks ago. We had a great turnout and we did present this, all of this to them. They were quite excited about the possibility of them having other businesses come in. And we also have found, I as a previous planner and planning commissioner found that restaurants didn't necessarily care about competition. I think if you have too many ice cream shops or, but
Yeah, right.
that still draws people in. And the more people come to town for the variety of different restaurants and such works. But we found they were very excited about helping, just helping us to do that. And we did ask them because most of them have come from different areas of potentially within the 100 to 200 mile radius and know many people. And we've asked them to help to spread our social media when new businesses are open and our campaigns. And they seem very willing to do that to help spread it to different areas.
So to close the circle, thank you for the information. I'm always interested in measuring success. And that's why as we talk about, it's like click through, consummate transaction, right? 3 different steps that we know from the early days in the web that, mere clicks, getting it in front of the eyes was good, but kind of thing. And that's why I was trying to get a handle on how you're envisioning consummating the transaction. So I thank you.
Well, and there's one other component of this program that's really important, and this is what the grant is going to be used for mainly, is a majority of our $50,000 grant from Virginia Main Street will go toward a public-facing improvement grant program for our existing businesses. So they'll be able to apply for improvements that the public will see as they're walking down the street or driving through town. So there'll be $500 to $5,000 grants. Hopefully they'll all be awarded by early fall. And then over the course of the year, those improvements will be implemented. And then next June or July, we're going to have a big celebration and acknowledge